and inserting an index. I'm going to use the assignment from chapter 27 to kind of illustrate what's happening here. So there's two files. There's the concordance file. I'll open this up. This is the concordance file that was created based on the criteria from the assignment. So it has all the concordance information in there. The different words that the concordance file will be looking for in your document. What this is doing is it's creating groups and subgroups. So you can see that there'll be a group called elements, and then under elements, it'll list anything where the word margins comes up in the paper. And under elements, next one, so all of these will be under elements, column layout. If it finds the word column layout in the paper, it'll put it under the subgroup or put it under the group elements and so forth. So same thing with paper. It'll create a main group and it'll create these other little sub items underneath paper. And I'll show you how that looks in just a second. So that's our concordance file. You can leave it open or you can close it. I'm just going to close it. I'm going to go into the file that we created for the assignment, designing a newsletter. So you can see, if I scroll all the way down, there's no index here. I'm just going to go to the end of the document. I'm going to do a Control Enter to insert a break. Just going to type in the word index, just to make it pretty. I'm going to put in a couple of carriage returns in there. Then I'm going to go to References. Mine may look a little bit different than yours because it's kind of squished up because of the resolution of my monitor. But under Index, there's the Insert Index. And what we're going to do is we're going to do an auto mark. Auto mark means it's going to pull that information from the concordance file and match it to words that are in the file that we're working on. So I'm going to click auto mark. And I'm going to find my concordance file, which is right here. And it looks like it didn't do anything. But if you look, we're now kind of in looking at the markup language within the document. And you can see now I have a whole bunch of these things that say XE, 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 all these things. That has to do with the index, the concordance file you just put in there. So you can see here, it found the word newsletter. And so it's going to match it up with, in the concordance file, newsletter. You can see here where we have the word margins in the document. Now it's going to match it up in under elements, margins. So I can make those little marks go away, and you can see all I'm left with is margins and all the other words. So we go back to that view, and you can see where all of the little elements are, or sorry, not just elements, where all the items are that we're looking for the concordance file. It's just matching up those words, saying, well, I see the word type right here. Well, I'm going to put that under paper type. So we're going to make that index visible now. I'm going to go all the way back down to the bottom of the page, the bottom of the document where it says, where I put index and a couple carriage returns. I'm going to go back to reference, and I'm going to go to insert index. This is where a lot of people kind of get hung up. You don't have to hit auto mark again. All you do is hit OK. And magically, all of that information now for the index is now displayed. So it's now telling you, remember I said that we had elements and then all the items under elements. And I'll pull up that concordance file here real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put them side by side. So you can see in my index, balance. The word balance showed up. Looks like on page 1. We can come here and look. Oh, look, elements, balance. So that's where it found its match with the concordance file. It says, oh, I found the word balance, and it's going to be underneath elements. That's why there's an elements colon. Same thing for paper and all that. So if I wanted to, I could say balance. Just for fun, in page 2. So notice in my index, balance just shows on page 1 still, even though I do have it on page 2. Now, I can update the index, and you notice it doesn't do anything. It's not broken. You just have to auto mark it again. So I come in here, I'm going to say auto mark. Put my concordance file in there. I'm going to turn off the paragraph markings. And now I'm going to go back to references. I'm going to highlight the index. And now you can see balance now shows up on 2 pages. So that's concordance files. And then if you make a change to your document, how you can update that concordance file index. So let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Take care.